guys, good morning, early Sunday morning. I have a few tips that I want to share with you. And, I've heard from a couple of people, and I think that one of the most important things to really remember about mindfulness is that it's not about achieving sort of this perfect state. I mean, eventually, a different state of being where we can be present more fully, more of the time. To me, that's the goal. But I know that a lot of people, when they begin, actually, even if they've been doing it for a long time, practicing mindfulness, they sort of feel guilty, or they'll criticize themselves if they're not sort of immediately able to achieve that, state of calm. And I just want to remind everyone that that state of calm is not the practice of mindfulness. The practice of mindfulness is exercising that muscle and developing those skills to be able to sort of bring ourselves to that place of calm. And sometimes we don't really appreciate how completely busy and hectic our lives are, and the expectation to sort of just be able to sit in meditation and, sort of instantly clear our head and relax. That's a really unrealistic expectation. And mindfulness is a tool that we use so that we can bring ourselves eventually to a place where we can start to be less connected with our thoughts and less overwhelmed by our feelings. So I just want to, make that point again, that it's not about being sort of blissed out. It's a practice. It's challenging. It's an exercise. It's a mental exercise. It's an emotional exercise. So you don't do it well or do it badly. You do it or you don't do it. And when you don't do it, you want to just try to remember, okay, so I'm going to try to do it now. The purpose is not to feel badly about if we think that we're successful or not. So the other tip that I want to share is just really simply, like I'm sitting here with my cup of coffee, and that first cup of coffee in the morning is my favorite ritual, and I'm very fortunate because in the morning when I get up, I'm alone. There's no one to bother me. My cat sometimes, wants to be fed and wants to be held, but other than that, I have some quiet where I can just sip my coffee. And I wanted to sort of remind folks that often we'll be drinking either a very comforting, soothing, warm beverage, or sometimes we, have lots of people walk around with their little glass of water or their, bottle of water, whatever it is. And, they're very different sensations. So the water is cold and, for me, very invigorating. And the coffee is warm and soothing. In the morning, I need something warm and soothing to wake up, and not something sort of quick. That doesn't, I want to say, that doesn't jive with my personality. So, sipping the coffee, feeling the warmth of the cup in the palm of your hand, smelling, taking a deep breath. If you love the smell of coffee, you know what I'm talking about.